Yes. I'm just looking at this common law marriage and then the petition for the order for protection. Yeah. I wasn't a resident of the state of Washington and we were still married when you issued that first protection order. Now, you do have the authority to issue it, even though Heidi was only a resident for, well, 5 days. Right. And you did acknowledge that our marriage certificate is from the United Nations, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We were common law marriage for 10 years because we had lived together and we had conceived and birthed five minors named. Oh, does it matter? Considering I wasn't here and our marriage certificate's from the United Nations. Now let's see here. Order for protection on August 12th of 2011. As the individual known as the respondent, Paul Budnick, yes. When you didn't actually acknowledge my name, Poe, and you didn't give me actual notice of the hearing. Are you sure that, well, I think you had to wait. Mhm. You actually do have to give notice to intimate partners that have minors named that have marriage licenses. Pooch. Give me the total amount of money that is generated. Yes. In each and every county for the last 40 years for every marriage license issued, where every judge signed the marriage license as a justice of the peace. Because it could be that I'm going to fuck over every county of the United States. You realize that. Now, it wasn't a common law marriage. Oh, we didn't just live together for 10 years. We took an airplane to Kosovo and we had a marriage ceremony. Yes. Little different than the common law marriage. Is a common law establishes states must give full faith and credit. Um, License. They don't have to have a wedding, a license or ceremony. Oh, marrying or attendant, they hold themselves married, common law marriage roots, so on and so forth. Now, the the proposing to somebody, yes, and then getting engaged, yes, and then having a marriage ceremony, yes. The per verbum de futuro cum cupola, yes, yes, yes. Now, you had me arrested, and you renewed that protection order while I was on trial with a different district court judge. You remember that? Where you decided that you would allow for dissolution of marriage, right, without an actual marriage license or marriage certificate. Did she say we were common law? Well, we weren't. It cost a lot of money to get married in Kosovo. And then you arrested me while serving me at the same time. Yeah. And then you arrested me for calling Healthy Families of Clallam County 20 days before. Yes. Where the law obligates them to inform law enforcement anytime that they, and then well, she actually do this children in the middle class? So, June 6, 26 of 2012. Oh. Did she go to that class? Because as I see it, when you have somebody arrested at the same moment, I did pay attention in that class. Seemed that these disillusions of marriage were not to be harmful to the children involved. Yeah. But what does it say about a mother that won't even appear in court and sign her own court? Why don't you get me the actual syllabi and the materials that are used in the children in the middle class that the state of Washington makes it a condition of divorce right now? Now I'm going to have to sue you for this. Ouch. I'm going to sue you for my wife knowingly having me arrested. Yes. for not violating the protection order because she filled out all the necessary information for the dissolution of marriage, and her attendance at the fraudulent children in the middle class was really a form of fraud that she never intended to do what the law says.